Hello, my name is Dusk, and today I will be filling your gap.
Well, that came out wrong. I've been a Minecraft map creator for quite a few years now, and therefore I feel it fair to say that I have made and played a ton of different maps. I made a video along these lines about a year ago, and it did really well. And being the unoriginal shell of a human being that I am, I've decided to make another one! Hello, my name's Dusk, and it's that time again.
Number 5.
Admittedly, it's up for debate as to whether this is actually a form of parkour, but whether it is or not, slipping one of these slippery puzzle sections into your map is bound to win over your audience. Standing in any depth of water and sprinting will trigger the swimming animation, which will allow you to, yes, you guessed it, swim through one-block spaces. This can be used for secret areas, mazes, time trials, or just as a way of breaking up the action with a nice, calm swim. After all, who doesn't love a good swim? I'm kidding, of course. Who'd want to swim when you could be playing Fortnite? It's like, I can swim, I just choose not to. I can do well in my exams, I just choose not to.
Number 4.
In one of the most recent updates, a new potion was added which I like to call drugs. Can I say that? What is this miracle depressant, you ask? Well, it's called a potion of slow falling, found in the brewing section of the creative screen, or by adding a phantom shell to an awkward potion, which, when consumed, adds an effect called... You'll never guess this one. Slow falling. This effect not only allows you to fall slowly, but it enables you to make jumps which wouldn't have usually been possible. For example, this 5-block jump. For every half a meter, that's half a block by the way, you are above your desired landing point, you'll be able to travel 1 block further than the typical same level 5 blocks. That is until you hit this magical red line, after which all of the distances become obnoxiously hard to cross, though still possible with momentum, so I hear. Either way, this concept is a great way to add a new dynamic to a few of your levels. You could even base a whole map around it, perhaps mixing it with some other questionable substances to see what happens. And remember, don't do drugs, kids. That's what Minecraft's for.
Number 3.
You know when you get asked, "Oh, what did you want to be when you were younger?" And you probably responded with something like, "A princess," or "a singer." Well, I always, and still do, respond with, "I wanted to be an overweight builder with pale blue overalls and a talking digger." Well, I did. Now I want to be famous. Nevertheless, I can still live out my childhood fantasies in Minecraft with the brand new Scaffolding block. Not only is this block awesome for decoration and for making people think as to which level they should jump from, but it can also act as a handy replacement to ladders and checkpoints. In the first example, we have an obnoxious looking checkpoint, which forces itself to become an ugly centerpiece to your level. Whereas here, we have an aesthetically pleasing checkpoint, which could easily be passed off as a mere decoration. Yes, Bob, we fixed it.
Number 2.
Here's one which I wanted to put in my last video, but I didn't because I was lazy. Still am, in fact. Falling platforms, which are platforms that, well, fall, are a staple part of the platforming genre, and can easily be added to your Minecraft map through a ton of different and cool methods. I'll be covering the most simple. In this example, I've created a platform of TNT, covered it in sand, and placed pressure plates atop it all. When you walk over the sand, and therefore the pressure plates, you activate the TNT, which will fall away. Sand, having no gravity of its own, will then follow. Player to think and move quickly, or else risk watching the sand fall away from beneath them, in a similar fashion to my hopes and dreams. You could also add some thick blocks. I'm leaving that in. You could also add some trick blocks which don't actually fall, just to spice things up a little bit, you know. In the creating of this video, I also experimented with the new turtle egg, as this too breaks if you stand on it for too long. However, after recording the time it took for several to crack at different heights from the ground, I found them to be somewhat inconsistent, and I know that I personally will be sticking to the aforementioned technique. My results are on screen right now if you're interested.
And of course, number 1.
This idea involves you using tick damage to boost yourself up more than one block. Cacti, fire, magma blocks and good old fashioned arrows are just a few methods. These also play to a puzzle style map, and you can really play around with them, making your consumer think as they maneuver their way through a mess of fire, spikes and hard feelings, which I like to call real life. You can also incorporate tick damage into forcing people to time their jump. Magma blocks in particular have an interesting feature of not damaging you while you are crouching. Why not just make a massive walkway of non-stop magma blocks and watch with glee as the player slowly crawls over the hot, cold, salty tears of frustration pouring down their face. Anyway, ladies and gents, I've been RobWowDusk. They were 5 more awesome and unique parkour map ideas. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit the subscribe button, ring that notifications bell, and maybe drop a nice little like for me on the way out. If you have any ideas of your own or have anything to add to mine, feel free to start a conversation down below in the comment section. But of course, you don't have to do any of those things, because the fact that you've made it this far in the video is good enough for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you awesome people next time. Goodbye.